Good afternoon. I felt like this was a multiple uploads kind of day. And it is afternoon. It looks like it's nighttime, but it is 4:20 p.m. And I want to share some thoughts on a topic that's kind of sort of related to what's going on, but not really. It might be, but we'll see where this goes. And it's about fitness and your physical well-being and, kind of your mental well-being, but mostly about physical well-being and fitness. I majorly respect anyone who gets in touch with their own reasons for why they want to be healthy, or why they want to stay in shape, why they want to exercise and eat a certain way that's good for them, that helps them. And I'm also I majorly respect people who choose not to do those things because they find more meaning in other things. And I have respect for people who, just know what they want with regard to their physical health and just do it for the fun of it, or they do it for just their own reasons. They know what their reasons are. And for me, personally, I have never been able to really stay in shape or get in shape by reaching a certain level, or by putting in a normal amount of effort. And it seems like I excel the most and I'm the happiest and function the best physically when I put in an extraordinarily large amount of effort. And for a long time, I let certain influences lead me to believe that that was wrong somehow. And, maybe what I was receiving in terms of those influences was meant to help me, but it landed in a different way. And then I just kind of started to notice that I would just fall back and not take care of myself as much. But there's something about putting in a large investment and an extraordinary amount of effort in my physical well-being that seems to pull me into the moment a lot more. And it makes me pay attention more to my well-being. And the reason I bring that up is because I was thinking about purpose. And I know that for some people, they are fortunate enough to be able to just show up for an exercise class or go to the gym simply because that's what you do to be a healthy person, or whatever your definition of that kind of care is for you. Excuse me. By the way, I'm having a coffee at 4 p.m. and taking a bite or two of this little sticky bun. So it's pretty good. But yeah, so I thought to myself, well, what helps me? And what do I love? And what do I enjoy? And I thought to myself, well, I'm trying to encourage myself to figure out my health more and take care of my physical well-being even more, because I think I do a decent job, but I know there's more I could do that's more aligned with my real self. And then I thought to myself, well, what is it about regular exercise that doesn't inspire you? And I went, well, a lot of times there's a huge focus on aesthetics, and there's a lot of focus on, you know, the normal health benefits, which is fine. This, especially the latter, is important. But something in me said, well, that's not enough. It's not enough. And then I had to ask myself, well, in this line of self-inquiry, sorry about that, my phone storage is full and I keep removing videos and it keeps, you know, stopping the video. But in this line of self-inquiry, I asked myself, well, what is it that you want out of taking care of your physical health? And how do you go about it? Because I've been doing it in my own way for a while now, and I've just been like gradually up leveling. And I've looked back over how I've done it over the last, I'd say 6 years or so in particular. And, you know, I noticed that there is a pattern of just therapeutic breakthroughs and then weight loss. So going to therapy and realizing more of myself, discovering more about myself, putting in the work on that part seems to have a significant impact on, you know, recognizing what habits I'm holding on to, what is a trauma response and what's not. Being aware of those things has helped me tremendously with getting my weight down. It has very real impacts. So if you've tried everything else and you're not sure, just consider therapy. If you're struggling with your weight, consider therapy, because therapy will help you make you aware of yourself, even if you don't know if you've been through significant trauma. Still, it might be good. It will give you plenty of insights and teach you. It's like emotional education, and it will teach you a lot about yourself, if that's something that you're able to do, or at least practice some form of self-awareness. But with me, that has worked really well, and now I've reached a point where I'm like, well, something else is calling to me in terms of taking care of my physical well-being. And what is the missing element? And then I thought back to times in my life where I was physically strong, capable, and healthy. And in all those times, everything I was doing had a grander, like a purpose behind it. Something that all, in addition to feeling and looking better and having better physical health, I had a purpose. And, you know, it's okay to not have a defined purpose in your life. I'll say that much. It's okay to just exist. But in my case, I want that. I want that direction. I want that clarity. I want that purpose. It's helpful for me. And it had to be about other things than just aesthetics or being approved of by others. It had to have a purpose behind it. It had to help me develop and cultivate my skill, my strength, my capability, my agility, my disciplines, my ability in certain disciplines, which is why I've always gravitated towards sports, and why I've gravitated towards. So, yeah, I've always gravitated towards disciplines like that, like ballet, endurance sports, anything exceptionally challenging. And it's always felt very natural to me. You know, it wasn't conditioned into me in any way. It just was always sort of innate, and because of that, I always felt like I wasn't exercising. I was expressing myself. I was living out a very big part of my truth by participating in, specifically outdoor endurance sports, backcountry and cross country, because it felt like I was developing myself as a person rather than just exercising. And to me, it felt right. And when I think about that, I think, well, that's what I have to do. That's what I have to do. It's about walking a path for me. It's about walking a path and developing myself as a person, which I know comes to some people by just taking care of your body and exercising every day. In my case, it seems like, fortunately and unfortunately, I need more. I need more. I need that ability to develop, cultivate, and express myself, and develop myself in a skill or discipline. Several, in my preference, several. And become as capable and strong as I possibly can be. And I think it's a way to reclaim myself and to claim myself. And to assert my standards and my unique choices, rather than being told what I should do or shouldn't do, what's comfortable and right for me and what's not. I'm deciding, and I'm getting to know myself through doing those things in a different way that involves this additional element of purpose. So I don't know. That's just the main thought that's come to my mind, is why do I want that? And yeah, I don't know. I think that it's just like, it keeps saying my storage is full, but ultimately, yeah, it's more like I'm trying to cultivate a deeper aspect of myself. It's a path of self-awareness and self-discovery. It's a path of total awareness and discovery. And I felt most myself when I'm fully engaged in that type of discipline. So for anybody out there who may feel the same way and may be wondering, why is it that I can't seem to get myself to exercise? Well, maybe that's not what you need. Maybe you need more. Maybe you need something other than that. Maybe you need to delve into a discipline or take a big step. I think what's missing from the conversation when it comes to physical health is, are you sort of trying to use it as a band-aid to avoid bigger dreams or issues being addressed? And for me, I know that when you live a happy life, you're naturally healthy. And for me, that comes through throwing my heart, mind, body, and soul. So just keep that in mind, that there could be other things that you haven't had a chance to really look at yet. And it could be bigger than just your weight, or it could be bigger than just your health. it could be bigger than all those things. And you could be feeling that you're being called to do something amazing within you. Something that maybe you haven't had a chance to address yet. And you never know where that could take you. So that's all I'll leave you with today. I hope that it strikes a chord with you, and have a wonderful day.